This is filmmaking at its best.
It's essential.
You so badly want Mitchum to pull off whatever it is he's trying to pull off at the end. But I guess it feels right that it ends for all three of the leads.
Sure. And it's a little confusing, as noir often is.
Mitchum said, I get the feeling that 2 or 3 pages of the screenplay just blew away, and then we,
yeah,
and then we just were like, yeah. In that last act, you're like, they're driving places, they're visiting places, and you are relatively clueless, but because you're so invested in these characters and you care so much what happens to them, whereas at other times I might be frustrated by that, here you're like, okay, they've figured out something. They're driving somewhere and it's important.
Yeah, and I think for filmmakers, what sells a lot of noirs is momentum. You know, there's a certain feeling of moving forward that just kind of blows past some of those details that maybe get a little foggy. And sometimes you feel that when they were editing, they would edit for feeling more than for logic. Like, feels like we need to cut here. And you just cut out maybe some information that would have helped.
But that information might have slowed the momentum.
And it might have diluted the feeling.
Right. And keeping that momentum and keeping the feeling of the film is more important than why are they driving here at this time and what is Mitchum planning.
Right.
I still don't really know.
No. But it's important.
Whatever. He's got it. And he's smart, right?
Right.
Jeff Bailey is smart. This is the big Mitchum film before he gets arrested for marijuana possession, which was a very serious thing in the late 1940s. Howard Hughes ran RKO, wanted then to rush production of another film with Mitchum while he was out on bail, but they didn't quite make it. And during the big steal, they took a couple of months off while Mitchum went to prison. The good part of that is after he got arrested, Lisbeth Scott dropped out of the big steal, and then you get Jane Greer and Mitchum again. It's not out of the past, but it's a quality noir.
Right, and they know how well they work together from Out of the Past. I think that's sort of a weird, magical thing that happens in movies, whereas the filmmakers have ideas for what the movie needs to be, and the movie has its own ideas, which sometimes are in accordance with the filmmaker's ideas, and sometimes the movie has other ideas. And almost every time the movie has other ideas, the movie is right. And, you know, where somebody you really want isn't available for whatever reason, and then someone else comes into the film, and that person ends up being perfect.
Do you have a story like that? Did you have a
I do. I don't want to say it because I don't want to say that somebody was a second choice. Right. But I will say that I'm really happy with everyone I've gotten. I've never felt like, you know, I feel like the lead characters have always really worked, and sometimes I had different ideas, and the movie's ideas were better.
You didn't want George Clooney or Tom Cruise. You could say it.
Oh, yeah, no, I wanted Irv Sheckman, but he wasn't available.
I think Irv Sheckman went to my bar mitzvah.
Okay.
Brad, great stuff. Thanks very much.
I really enjoy it, Ben.
Here's a look at what's coming up next time on The Essentials with Brad Bird. From 1955, Guys and Dolls.
Whenever I see the stage play, I miss your uncle's dialogue.
No doll can take the place of aces back to back.
The little details really stand out because to many, they would have been lost on the stage.
Brando, to me, is a perfect Sky Masterson. He feels like a guy who gambles and wins.
Though you don't see the tension between Brando and Sinatra on screen, knowing the backstory, it actually helps the film. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining us for The Essentials.